Hello and welcome to Communication 4603, Creating Social Media Presence and Cultural Movements. This is Dr. Garrett Castleberry, Program Director for Communication, Media, and Ethics. And in this cycle, we are going to hope to create our most experimental and engaged session yet. This 5-week fast track course is designed to help bridge the gap between higher education, between learning and thinking, theories and methods and concepts, and the real world. What does it look like in practice? Where do we take a communication degree? Why is studying media important for us? And how do we embrace social media, not only as an aspect of studying curriculum, but also what does that look like in the daily lives of working professionals today? So, all of that is to say, in this course, Creating Social Media Presence and Cultural Movements, and I know it's a mouthful, we are going to bring the professionals into our online classroom space, and they will play a crucial, central role in our educational outcomes throughout this course. Very excited. I want to preview that for us without getting into the laundry list of names, but rather the necessity for us to keep to a tight weekly schedule, okay? And it can be a busy time of year. Hey, here's what I'm learning, right? A decade into higher education work as a professional, every month seems to be the busiest time of year for me. We just keep on trucking, all right? And so, take this into consideration. Here is what our weekly breakdown looks like. Every week, we will bring in and engage a working professional in this course. So that's at minimum 5 professionals working today that we will engage directly, or rather, should I say, asynchronously. All right, so on a couple of occasions we may have folks right here in the home base, all right, live in studio, the studio office with myself, but the majority of our interactions will be online from multiple locations. All right, so our goal here is to create in place of what traditionally is recognized as those digital lectures. We will have a weekly digital interview, and that interview will be posted on my YouTube page or the page of any lead instructors that are in charge of this course. And your goal, while they will be eventually built into D2L, you want to have access to those to be able to keep up with them in a timely manner. All right, to the schedule. I am looking at, for this course, majority of our interviews taking place on Monday mornings, okay? And so that is traditionally our day 7 in this course. Makes sense, but also it's a good scheduling time. Monday morning is a good scheduling time for outside folks. But in order for this to be a successful experimental process that we can demonstrate to the university, we are able to offer again and again. We need high quality assistance and participation from our active students. We need you to shift in this course, in this senior level seminar, from that passive mode of student operation and online student to an active mode, right? We're practicing those professional skills we need for later. And here is what we need from you, all right? So rather than emphasizing reading discussion questions early in the week, which is typical among many of our courses, we are going to develop interview protocols, all right? And so an interview protocol is a set of interview questions in advance to practice good ethical communication. Part of the ethics of interviewing is to give interview questions in advance to the subject you are interviewing. All right, this is standard practice in professional positions. And whether you're familiar with this or not familiar with this, questions don't always come completely out of thin air, right? Not only do you prepare your questions in advance, but you should be sharing those questions, or at least a majority of working questions in advance. Questions can always evolve, of course, and that's what we hope to accomplish, as I'll continue to discuss. But we want to understand the value of open exchange with others. We're asking others to take time from their working day to meet up with us. We need to maximize our communication to them. Our communique must be top shelf, all right? And so in order for you to do that, we need to follow a cycle of close accountability. I'm going to preview it right now. Each week, I will present information ranging from a broad introduction of that week's speaker to maybe some specifics about their role, their skills, their title, and so on. Day two of each week, that is every Wednesday, right? No exceptions. Day 2, Wednesdays, you turn in draft 1 of 10 questions, all right, you would ask this individual. 10 questions, your first draft of questions. This allows me then on day 3, okay, Thursdays, to give you quality feedback on your interview protocol. What is working about them? Are these open-ended questions? Are they closed-ended? Do the questions get at material? Where can you expound upon them? Which ones are the strongest moving forward? So you take that feedback from draft 1 set of interview questions, you resubmit draft 2 set of interview questions on day 4. Okay, so you resubmit draft 2, day 4. When is day 4? Day 4 falls on Fridays. Same day you should be submitting your written discussion question on D2L. All right, so day 4, a crucial day for you, submitting draft 2 of your interview questions, as well as written post on D2L, which is standard procedure. You already do that every week, every course. All right, so what does this do? This gets both of your drafts in before we hit the weekend, so that you can then work on highlighting your top question, your best interview question for them. And when we say best written, most unique, all right, most specific, and I'll think about this, some of you will be writing questions that sound the same as others. So uniqueness counts for something in this course. Try to be as unique and creative with your question asking as possible. Your best question, and my feedback in drafts 1 and 2 should be pointing to you toward that best question. That question is going to take the place of your video discussion response each week, all right? And so for the video discussion prompt, it will be me coming on, introducing our future speaker, giving you a little bit of background about them, and then your video discussion response, same place we always place those in the discussion to response section, video discussion section, will be a question, a direct question to the speaker. Okay, to the guest speaker. And so think of that. So now is time to begin thinking even more about our use of foreground, right? Foreground, I'm in the foreground right now. I occupy the foreground. I'm the speaker, I'm the center of focus, that's the foreground. But also think about the background. What does my background look like? Because I am presenting myself to a professional, and how can I manipulate my surroundings to maximize my speaker credibility, all right? So think about that. That is your personal challenge in this course. We're gonna take these items more seriously than we have in the past. How do I want to present myself to the interviewee, and how do I want my setting to project to them as well? Think about these things because, and I speak from experience here, I can tell you the majority of first round interviews, especially if there's a possibility of you moving cities, towns, out of state, and so on, your first round of interviews are likely to be either a phone interview or a Skype interview, okay? Or Skype interview, any sort of online network. If you're communicating online, you need to update how we present ourselves online. That is why video discussion has been such a mainstay in our new curriculum focus. So we're working on maximizing self-presentation in a digital setting, all right? Day 2, draft 1 of interview questions. Day 4, draft 2 of interview questions. Your video discussion response will be your best question to that week's interviewee. So we do not want to be getting these in on a Monday, because the interviews are most often occurring on Mondays. So do not hesitate. Get it in during the weekend. Record your best interview question and post it during the weekend. Saturday, Sunday at the latest, all right? Get it in, and we will engage your questions in asynchronous fashion, but during the interview session. We want to share those links with speakers. If they're off-site or on-site, we'll view them right here, okay? And then day 6 also, some reading discussion questions. We're not abandoning the readings. Look, they're haunting us constantly. We're making use with them. They are useful, okay? We are not in the business of throwaway textbooks with this major. We take it very personal. We want readings that are going to inspire you and make you innovators with broad and deep, detailed sense of understanding of how this field and how the positions we can ascribe to with it function today. All right. So finally, let's see. The interviews, we will hope to host most of these on Mondays and day 7, but I can say already in advance, our week 1 interview has been delayed until Tuesday. Not a problem, a non-factor, a non-issue, and we will move from there. I will have individual videos introducing us to each speaker each week, and so please tune into that. And we look forward to your engagement. This is an opportunity. Think of questions that are going to help prepare and ready you for professional work outside of your degree. This is the chance, okay? So we're actively networking almost in a sense, but we were engaging. This is your chance to learn from outside voices, not just the readings on the page, not just this voice right here, all right? This is us reaching out and digitally networking, and so we are practicing creating social media presence and cultural movements. COM 4603, looking forward to this semester together. Thank you.